Hey, this is Johnnie. So I wanted to give you part two because when I dropped them, I'm thinking I should drop them pretty close to each other. So I wanted to go ahead and give you part two of step by step process for starting a business. Now, please keep in mind to look at the first segment before you start here because there was some homework that was requested by you for you to do, and that is really important. So by now, you should have started to create your business plan in a journal. Now, that gives you room to open up with all your thoughts and ideas, and you can tab it. Do what works for you. However, look at the categories that a normal business plan would have and kind of lean in that direction, but don't make it difficult. Start looking at the costs, start looking at the ideas, look at your mission statement, your vision statement. What is the problem you're going to solve? What is your market? Those were the things that were kind of in segment one. This segment, we're going to talk about money. How do you raise money that's needed for this business venture, right? So if you're working, you may take a part of your income to do that. Some people take money that they have accumulated through different sources. What I recommend people do is take the segments of your business plan, build a relationship with a banker, and go in and find out what they need based on the business that you're setting up, and then start looking at those as recommendations to start filling in those squares, check those things off so that you can come back to your banker and get their support in your venture to move forward. Now, do you have other means? Absolutely. There are a lot of angel investors that do that now, and there are a lot of other ways to gain resources. So don't look at limiting factors. Have intentions to get the resources. You have already done the work to know what it requires. I recommend, if you have not looked at the video, Count the Costs, that you have at least 6 months of operating revenue, minimum 3 months before you open the door. That is in the bank so that you can move forward in a very creative and responsible way, and you're not sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, if I don't get 3 customers today, I'm not going to be able to pay the light bill. You want to have operating capital, and you need to know what the startup cost is for your business. All of those things will bring you to a number that you need to move forward. Now, if you're starting this business in your home, no issue. Your numbers are going to be less. Okay? If you're starting the business as a home based business that really doesn't take a lot of startup capital, no problem. You can start earlier. So go for that. And remember, it's the same business strategies, you just use them a little bit differently. Okay? So you have your money that's needed. Then you look at the legal structure. I do recommend that businesses have a legal structure, whether that be an LLC or most of the time you're not going to start with an S corp. But if do the research, there are some things out there that you can look at to see the differences and the different type of legal structures and why you would use each one, the benefits and the issues with each one as you move forward. Now, if it's just simply a home based part time business, you may not want to do anything beyond an LLC. The reason that I really, for my clients, I always drive having a legal structure is because I use that as the legal veil to protect my personal or their personal assets away from the business. It's based on what service you're providing, okay? And how much risk avoidance you need to protect you in that business. So keep all that in mind. Then the last one that I'm going to do, I think today, is register your business with the government and the IRS. That is connected to your legal structure, and you will define, let's say you build an LLC. That means you went to your state corporation commission, you did that, you have your operating agreement, and you're ready to go to the bank and open up your account. Not yet. Go to the Internal Revenue Service, get what they call an EIN number, employee identification number, that will identify your business as separate from your social security number. And now you're ready to take all that, and you should normally be able to go to the bank and open up an account in your business. I do not recommend, as an accountant with 47 years of financial experience, I do not, did you hear me? Do not, under any circumstances, recommend that you mix your funds. Please don't do that. Because if for any reason you are audited, then your personal and your business is interconnected, and usually that's not a good thing. So just consider that. So this is at my 6-minute mark. So I want to close this one down. So remember, go out to the SEC. Look at ways to raise capital. Look at the video that says count the cost that is under this YouTube channel, and then do the work there. And the last thing is register with the IRS. Now you can do that by yourself, all those things. You just have to take the time to do the work, to do the research. Or you can hire someone to help you with that. And in that case, get what you need to make sure that you have the EIN number and all of those documents to go and open up your bank account. Thank you. This is Johnnie, and look forward to seeing you on the next segment.